Hello, my name is Rushina and I work with Masala Trails. We do tours of Indian food tours in Melbourne as well as back in India. And I'm going to show you a very simple little recipe today. It's called, well, we're doing chili potatoes, but we're going to make a little chutney to go with them. So it's garlic and chili chutney, which is very typical of the Maharashtrian community back in India. It's basically roasted chilies and garlic, which are then pounded with salt, and traditionally it's served with a chickpea flour side dish and rice flour bread. And this is the spicy chutney that goes with it to kind of bring the whole meal together. This can also be used to spice up just about anything. You can marinate chicken in it, you can marinate fish in it, and then just pan fry it or barbecue it, whatever works for you. So we're going to start with some olive oil. Just a little bit.
Sorry. That's for you.
And we're going to use whole green chilies. These are normal Australian green chilies, not the Indian ones. Depending on how spicy you like your food, you could go for the hot chilies you get at in the Indian markets, like at Dandenong Market, or you can just go for your normal Australian chili, which is fairly spicy in itself as well. So we're going to add those in. There's 4 of them here, 4 green chilies. We have recipe cards as well. And we've got 12 cloves of garlic, which have been peeled. We want to fry these until they start browning and the chilies scorch a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
These chili potatoes are great served cold or hot. You can serve them hot off the pan, or you can just refrigerate them and serve them cold. You can toss them with greens and make a little salad out of them as well. They're slightly spicy, not very spicy, so just enough to get you going. These have started scorching now. You can see that. And the garlic started browning as well. If you use whole chilies, it's a good idea to puncture them so they don't explode in your face, which is what I'm doing now. Almost there now. So what makes these chilies, this particular chutney very spicy is the fact that we're going to pound it. All spices have inherent spice oils, and these are natural defense mechanisms for spices. So when we beat them up, they get angrier and the flavors come out better. So what we're essentially going to do is we're going to beat these up in the mortar and pestle, so they're going to get really angry at us, and we'll just have more fun with them. As you can see, our chilies are nice and the skin's nice and scorched now. So I'm going to just move some of this over to one of these. Very easily found. We've picked this up just now locally. And we've got some rock salt here. Again, for this particular recipe, I've chosen rock salt because it helps with the crushing process of the spices and brings out the flavors more. So we're going to put in about a spoonful of this. You'll have to pound it in small batches because the mortar and pestle small. So I'll just do a little bit to show you because we've got some already made magically. And the mortar and pestle is fabulous for pounding paste, curry paste of all kinds. I've just been having so much fun with this since I picked it up yesterday. So that's what it looks like. The paste, it's a coarse paste. You can make this in larger quantities and keep it in your refrigerator. It lasts for up to a week. If you don't like it as spicy as it gets, you can mix it in with some Greek yogurt, and you have a lovely spicy side dish for chicken or even meat. And it's great with anything. It's great to just spread on bread and make sandwiches with it. It's like a pesto of sorts. It's a slightly spicy pesto, so you want to go easy on the quantities. All our Indian recipes call for a tadka, which is essentially oil which is heated up, and then we put in a combination of spices depending on what dish we're cooking. This brings out the flavors of the dish, but there's also health reasons behind why we do the tadka. It's usually about a tablespoon of oil in which we add the spices. Now the oil or the fat that we use helps the fat soluble nutrients in our food be digested by the body. The spices that we use usually are matched to the ingredients in the dish. So if it's a dal, for example, which a lot of you might have tried at Indian restaurants, it would have a basic garlic and cumin tadka. But more elaborate things would have more elaborate whole spices, like meat curries would have more elaborate spices such as clove and cinnamon, the warmer spices. So we always have a tadka. It could be before a dish is cooked, or it could be added in at the end of the cooking process. But there will always be a little bit of spice fried in oil that goes in. It could be a mild spice. It doesn't have to be chilies, but there'll always be something to help the rest of the food. The flavors come together, as well as an aid to the digestion of whatever you're eating. So now what I'm going to do is, this paste that I've pounded, I'm just going to add this back to the pan where I've already got that oil going. You can get as spicy with this as you like. If you want to make it milder, you can use green capsicum, green peppers, and just a couple of the hotter chilies, which is what we've done with what we've made at home. We've kept it really mild. Now to just so we have this a little bit liquid for the potatoes, I'm going to add some chicken stock. You can use water or chicken stock, or any stock actually, whatever you have lying around at home. That's just to break up the paste so that the potatoes are able to absorb it better. Get that sizzling a bit. You can even do the pounding process in the blender. I just like to do it in this because I think the inherent oils of the spices come out better when you pound them as opposed to blend them. Whenever you use ginger or garlic in anything, even in normal cooking, it's always good to use it fresh and try and hand pound it if you can. It just brings out the flavors of it better. Okay, this is going now, and the oil has started rising to the top, so we're ready to add the potatoes. What I've done is I've just boiled these and peeled them at home. So you can do it in the microwave as well. Just going to add that in there. I don't know if you're getting the garlic, the aroma of the garlic back there, but it's smelling pretty good up here. Break up any stuck pieces by pushing on them with your spatula. Now this particular recipe, I've done it with potatoes today, but you can also do it with chicken or seafood. Prawns would be really good in this. And you can, if you do it with prawns, you can just toss it over an Asian coleslaw. Or if you do it with chicken, you can just put it on top of mixed greens, the kind that you get ready-made at the supermarket. And you have a meal in one. Some noodles thrown in there and you're done. It's actually really good with sausages as well. You just cut them into big chunks and toss them in the same sauce. Very nice. Well, I tried to make them less hot. I know. It'd be good with a bit of yogurt stirred in, it wouldn't be so hot then. Or you can just mash it up into spicy mashed potatoes as well. They're just normal chilies, the ones you get at the supermarket. Yeah, just normal ones.
Which potatoes did you use?
What did you have lying at home?
Rush potatoes.
Oh,
It's all stuff that I've bought at Kohl's or at the local supermarket. There's nothing challenging to source. I think it's just right, maybe. And if you think that maybe your guests might not like it that spicy, you can serve it with some yogurt on the side, or spice the yogurt with a little bit of toasted cumin, and you have a really nice dip as well. Just toasted cumin and a little salt stirred into Greek yogurt, and you're set. Yeah, it's perfect beer food actually. Yeah, do you guys want to give us some beer to go with our potatoes?